Oh, we're going to let it breathe for just a second. Don't adjust your screens. We're here. We're live. I just wanted to give everyone a few seconds to take a breath, breathe. Let's play the intro. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Speak On It podcast. This is Post Game Live. I'm here. It's your boy, Big Mike, here after Knicks Celtics Game 6. And boy, oh boy, they said it was a fluke. They said that we was going to get ran off the court over and over and over again. But here we are after 4 games, and the Knicks are up 3-1. You know I can't do this alone. The ultimate hater, Podcast Poppy, is here, ready to go.
To be fair here, Mike, you also didn't think y'all were winning this series.
Oh, yeah. That sounds like someone who knows that he's in trouble.
No, I don't.
Sounds like
the series is over. Cooper Flag just won his 6th MVP, by the way.
He's talking gaming, ladies and gentlemen. Gaming. Anthony has also risen from the ashes to pop up tonight.
Orange and blue skies, baby.
Orange and blue skies, and you and Stephen A. and all the other fake Knick fans are going to come popping out of the woodwork.
What? Says the guy who disappears from the chat all game. I know you ain't talking. My man be straight hibernating, man. You have some nerve.
Every team and every game.
It has been. We've been doing this podcast for 3 years. Actually, it's a running joke now because Anthony has said this after every game this postseason. Says the guy who's not in the chat, and then I say, Anthony, I'm never in the chat during the games. I'm watching the game every time. But here we are. Breezy's here too. Breezy's in the building.
I'm trying to understand why Anthony gives that so much credence. Like, oh, you weren't in the chat, so I can say what I want.
Hey, what changed? Like, I'm watching the game just like you. Like, and here we are.
You ain't said a word all game. You can't say.
Like, what are we doing here? But yeah, we're here. You got anything to say, Breezy? Because you know what's coming.
Yeah, I'm super ecstatic about tonight's win. I feel like crap that Tatum got hurt because I feel like we deserve to beat this team at the height of their powers as far as like availability wise, because they're banged up. It's looking like we're getting banged up a little bit. The further along we get into the playoffs, more teams are going to be banged up, so that comes with the territory. But as far as like availability, if we win, I wanted them to have as much availability as possible because we all know the talking heads are going to be like, oh, if Tatum doesn't go out, the Knicks don't win if we win, So, like, it's just unfair.
Yeah, look at Boston's run all of last year, though.
Yeah, but it is what it is. We take it. If we win, we won. It don't matter.
Like, there's little to say. I don't hear anybody, like, the only people that seem to bring up the cakewalk that Indiana had to the conference finals last year are us. Nobody takes it away from them, but now everyone is going to take it from us. Like, I feel it.
I don't think so. Our organization literally exploded last year, and nobody was batting an eye.
Nobody cared.
I don't think
nobody cared
from you guys. You guys came back from 2 20-point deficits.
And I don't think anyone's going to
even before the Achilles, like the potential Achilles injury for Tatum, y'all were on a run to win this game. Like, you won this game.
We were going to win this game regardless.
So, like, regardless or not, like, you won 3 games and only need to win 1 more. If anybody tries to take anything away from the Knicks because, Tatum got hurt, they won 3 games with Tatum.
Dylan, do you think there's a world that happens? It's absolutely a world that people still say something.
That's incredible.
Yeah, Boston fans.
That's the case. Yeah, but who gives a fuck about them? It's incredibly disingenuous if the take is, they got away with one because Tatum got injured, and then that's just erasing history. Like, you're changing history for the sake of an argument. It's not like it's a situation where, like, everybody on the Celtics exploded in game 1 and the entire series they were injured or anything like that. That's just like, you got to give credit where credit is due.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. That's why we're going to play the song. Man, play the guy.
We are the New York Knicks. 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 Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Say go New York, go New York, go. Go New York, go New York, go. Well, just like
we getting that whole first verse. All right, I'm playing. We're not gonna play the whole first verse.
Because again, it's a narrative. Because again, Boston fans can't even make that narrative anyway. Because at the end of the day, they had literally 3 entire rounds last year where they were battling injured teams. So I could just literally say, "Hey, well, what happened to you guys last year? You literally went 3 rounds facing injured teams."
History doesn't give a fuck if the team's injured or not. All history shows is who you beat.
Because nobody talks about Golden State's first championship when literally every point guard they played died in this.
Literally every point guard. Literally the Toronto Raptors championship team.
Every point guard that Golden State team played got injured in the series against them.
You leave that Raptors team alone.
Early.
The Raptors team faced.
The Raptors never win that title.
Who did they face?
The Raptors never win that title.
Well, their run to the title was good. They
was
beat
great.
Teams. The title
they were
itself,
never going to beat Golden State. Dylan.
Not even close.
They were
no
never
chance.
going to beat Golden State.
The Bucks team, that Milwaukee Bucks title.
Yeah, that one's not as bad as those other 2 though, because that Phoenix team was very good.
The Phoenix team was good, but
they faced
a bad Hawk team in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Hawks, they got lucky that Philly choked.
And they got lucky that all of Brooklyn exploded, besides Kevin Durant and Jeff Green.
Still beat him.
Again, history doesn't care. History doesn't care. Like,
but
Giannis
I don't think that's a good analogy because Brooklyn does get a pass for that. Like,
no, they don't. No,
yes,
they don't.
do.
Brooklyn gets killed for it every chance.
He was 1/2 an inch shorter. If his foot was 1/2 an inch shorter, Brooklyn wins. That's all you hear about this series. If Kevin Durant's toe wasn't on it, they win. Like, no one says that Brookie then won another game after that. Like,
that was game 7, Mike.
No, I'm saying
that was game 7.
Another series.
Right? Yeah, they faced that Hawk team. If James Harden and Kyrie Irving don't die, different series. Remember, beating them by 40. But again, history shows them.
You live on that 40-point
History
win.
shows, because I'm in real time. Fuck history. On my Facebook feed was, damn, the Bucks team just beat the Nets with Harden, Kyrie, and KD. I'm like, that's just not true at all.
You also hate Giannis.
Huh?
You also hate Giannis.
I hate Giannis because of that run.
You hated it.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You despised it.
No, I didn't.
It got personal after that.
I disliked his style of play because, he'd be traveling all the time, but and knocking people's teeth out.
It got personal after that series. You didn't.
Yeah, now it's personal. That's why it's like if he becomes a net, I have to still hate him. I still
can't wait. Nope, because
if any net fan roots for him, you're a fucking fraud.
No, you're gonna be the fraud.
No, you're not gonna be booing no goddamn Giannis.
Gonna be the fraud, Dylan.
When he's dropping 30-point triple doubles, like you're not booing no Giannis.
Go, Mike. You must not know about me.
Oh, God.
Know about me.
Y'all just gonna drop 43, 10, and 5, and this motherfucker talking about, oh, Giannis stinks.
He gonna be
Like,
like,
Travel.
I hate
Travel.
it.
yeah,
I hate it.
I hate
Travel.
Giannis.
Like,
I
yeah,
promise
right.
you, I promise travel still. I promise you, I shit on that man every play.
Bro, you are going to the
I
NBA
think he's
store
a
and you are
Spur.
getting a Giannis jersey. You're getting a Giannis jersey.
Anthony,
He
I
won't do
put
that.
that on my
He won't
children.
do that.
I will never own any jersey that says
So if he leads out to a championship,
never.
Maybe,
Never.
maybe Anthony. We might.
that's such a lie, Dylan. Like, come on
Never.
now.
But beforehand, no chance.
Never.
No.
You have a better
So
chance
he-
to lead us to a title, but I guarantee you, I buy the second best player's jersey or a role player's jersey. I would never buy a
Anthony, that he's laying the game plan out for you because what he's going to do while Giannis is out here dropping 40, 15, and 10, he's going to be sitting here and telling you that the most important player on the team is fucking Joe Harris because he hit 3 threes.
greatest shooter of all time.
That's what Dylan's going to do. Whoever the shooter is on the team, Dylan's going to have the
No, you know who I'm
for
going to
that
be
guy.
dealing with? I was calling for Blake Griffin's jersey to get put in the rafters, how he was guarding Giannis in that series. I was calling for Q to be in there. So if anything, it'll be just a random role player. That's what's gonna happen. It's a random role player who's I would be like, give me that jersey, put it in the rafters.
Dylan, you're
Sheer ridiculousness. Just sheer ridiculous.
But Giannis is probably gonna be a Spur. I don't gotta worry about it.
Like the bet, I would say Spur also.
I would take the Spurs.
Who has more? Who has more draft capital? You or San Antonio?
Spurs have the best draft capital, and they can provide a player deal.
They can provide a player.
They can provide Castle.
How about the say now? Would you trade Castle?
Yeah.
You trade Castle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd have to.
Point guard.
If you're Milwaukee, you take Castle and those 2 top 10 picks for Giannis. Well, the money doesn't work.
Well, you got to take. It'll probably be Castle, either
get
Keldon Johnson, and then like if I'm Milwaukee, I ask for Devin Vassell too.
Go to hell.
Again, I'm giving you a top 5 player. You got to give me a reason to give you my top 5 player.
Your top 5 player doesn't want to be there anymore. Leverage back to me.
I still have him under contract. I can still have him here, so leverage is still mine.
We've seen this play out, Dylan. We've seen this play
again,
out.
and then they'll go, okay, see ya. Hello,
And
Brooklyn. I'll take all of your draft picks. Thanks.
They're not good, but that's because they're not going to do that because it's a worse trade than what San Antonio would give.
I mean, you get the problem. It all depends on what your value is, where you're valuing. Do you value getting some young players in return, as well as like? I don't think San Antonio gives away both top 10 picks. They'll give up 2 for sure, and you have a defining piece. Whether that's you get Castle and then you draft Ace Bailey, and you're like, oh, we have a really interesting team now. Where it's like, oh, we could be good in like 3 years. Or do you try to get your own draft picks back?
Or do you try to go the OKC way and pick probably Ace number 2 because that's probably what I would take if I was.
If I got Castle back in a deal, I'm
saying no trade. Spurs roster as it is. Drafting number 2, they decide no.
Ace
We're
Bailey.
just gonna, that's what I'm saying. I would
because you can't take as good as I think Dylan Harper is.
I don't.
You can't take Dylan Harper if you're the Spurs.
The Spurs because he doesn't have anywhere to play.
Nowhere to play because you already have De'Aaron Fox and Castle.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I think now, I make it clear. I think he's a little better than Ace. I do.
I think Dylan Harper is the second best player in this draft.
I think he's a little better than Ace, but fit wise, I don't think he fits.
No.
So, and Ace Bailey is not a bad consolation prize.
No, Ace Bailey is like a 2 to 3 year project to get
those
him,
you guys who
scorer.
don't know who he is. He is an athletic freak. Like
he's a bucket,
and he can get a bucket.
He's just not efficient. You give him a couple years, and he's going to be like a 20-point per game scorer, no problem.
But him and Castle running down the floor together is terrifying. Terrifying. With Anthony's favorite player, bringing up the rear.
Whoa,
Spurs,
sure.
Spurs could be Spurs.
But again,
Spurs would be a
you
playoff team then.
if the Spurs can find a way to get Giannis without having to get rid of Vassell, horrifying. It's absolutely horrifying because then you have shooters, including your 7'6" alien. and imagine you have a lineup where your help defense is Victor Wembanyama.
It's gonna be
Okay. Okay. And then again, I remember I told you what I think LeBron's going to do.
He's gonna go to the Spurs.
I think LeBron opts out, takes a pay cut, and goes to the Spurs.
We'll see.
Interesting.
Because you are on record saying that LeBron will not be a Laker next year.
Correct. I also don't think Austin Reeves is going to be a Laker next year.
That's wild. If they trade
Because
for
I don't think Luka wants to be there.
well, we're gonna see because they have to keep him.
That's a lot of hot takes right there.
Again, Luka didn't want to go to the Lakers.
He didn't
Luka
wanna
would
go
have been
anywhere.
fine being a Maverick.
But I thought they said he made peace with LA and he wants to like start new.
That's why I think Dylan is underestimated.
It's all words. It's all words. Kyrie
What do you
also
think he's
wanted
gonna
to
do?
go to the Boston Celtics fans.
Yeah, but what do you think he's gonna do?
Go sign
is he gonna
Dallas
start
again? Like
He's gonna start anew again.
I don't think he wants to be in a big market. I don't think he wants to be in a big market.
I don't know.
I mean, I've seen the reports that he wants to be with LA.
Again, Kyrie Irving sat in the middle of the Boston Garden and said that he wants his jersey retired.
Well, Kyrie also has a history of lying too.
At that point, he did not. Players will say things and things change. Look at number 10 on the Warriors, Mr. Jimmy Butler himself. I want to be the Heat. I want to be the Heat forever. I want to be here. Oh, I love it here in Minnesota. Shit changes.
Well, Minnesota, he ain't really want to be in Minnesota.
Shit changes.
He wanted to be in Philadelphia, and they didn't offer him a real like they picked Ben Simmons over him. Not Ben Simmons. They picked Tobias Harris.
Tobias Harris over me?
They picked Tobias Harris over him. So, I mean...
It changes all the time, man.
And the only reason he left the Heat is because Pat Riley refuses to get any assets for him.
No, Pat Riley just refuses to pay guys who give everything they have to the organization. Unless you're Alonzo Mourning, he's not giving you shit. Which is crazy.
So do we blame Jimmy for that either?
You could do both because Jimmy didn't handle it great either.
He didn't, but
both things can be true.
Stand on business.
Both things can be true.
Stand on
business. You can't trust anybody. Everybody's gonna lie and say something. What is Lucas supposed to say? I don't want to be here.
We'll see where he goes.
Oh, I appreciate you guys trading me. I hate you all, and I don't like all the glitz and the glamour of being in Hollywood. I liked it better when I could just be in Texas. So I'll find somewhere else.
That's like Texas, but not Texas.
Like Denver. I'm not saying that's going to happen,
but shipping Jamal Murray out of town for Luka could be a thing.
Again, I think the Lakers are going to be looking really hard to get a center, and I know a team that's going to be willing to get rid of theirs.
Yeah, yours.
Yes. Which I'm fine with. Go send Nick Claxton somewhere to go compete somewhere.
Fraud.
Go have fun. This team stinks. Like, this team fucking stinks. Why would I want these players to stay here on a bad fucking team? Go be good somewhere else. Go be good somewhere else.
You got exactly what you deserve today, too.
Again, the only team that got rewarded for tanking was a team that actively wasn't trying until their team exploded. Sixers. That's the only team that got rewarded for tanking. And I guess you could say the Spurs because their team fucking exploded too.
I told you yesterday. Gotta believe, man. It's 2 words. Gotta believe.
But the Mavericks getting the number 1 pick is fucking trash.
As hilarious as it was,
Absolutely trash.
it's absolutely rigged. It's
fucking
It's
trash.
it's way too coincidental, man.
Think about this. Yeah, I saw a post and I was like, "Oh my god, this is unreal." Cleveland loses LeBron, they win the lottery, right?
Gotta GOTTA, 1 word.
Cleveland loses LeBron, they win the lottery. New Orleans loses Chris Paul, they win the lottery. New Orleans trades Anthony Davis,
They win
the lottery.
Rigged.
So it's almost like if you're going to trade your superstar to somewhere else, you are going to win the lottery.
Which in this situation I don't understand because they got back another top player in the NBA.
It's unreal. It's unreal that like the team with 1.8%, 1.8% chance to get the number 1 pick of the draft gets
A little suspicious.
Like it's crazy. The other team had 73 point whatever % chance of hitting and didn't hit it.
None of the teams that were supposed to. I think the Hornets are the only team that got into the top 4.
I said
that had the highest percentage of getting to the top 4.
I said this as I was sitting here with my girlfriend. I was like, I don't know what the city of Charlotte did to Adam Silver and David Stern to make them hate them so much, but Charlotte just never wins this. Like,
listen, I don't know who Charlotte even drafts in the top 4 unless they go and try to get VJ Edgecombe if he's there. But like,
all I know is whoever they take, it's going to be wrong.
It's wrong because that team stinks. My buddy was like, "Oh, LaMelo Ball, VJ Edgecombe, and Brandon Miller is gonna be great." I was like, "Great, they're not winning. They're not winning 30 games."
I mean, granted, their draft picks weren't too bad. They just that they didn't pan out. Like Bridges, it didn't pan out. That was
they're just an unserious franchise.
Like Bridges didn't pan out. LaMelo is not necessarily panning out, even though he's still like a franchise player.
He has glass for ankles,
and he also does it. His play style is not conducive to winning.
No, it's not.
He's a shot chucker in the most fucking fantastic way possible.
And he hasn't had
he needs a chance to see the postseason to shape his game.
He needs to play with vets.
Yeah, he needs to play with adults.
That doesn't exist anymore, so you can't say that.
I know it's so stupid.
It has to be experience. It can't because he's not going to get the experience from the players. There's no experienced player, so he has to experience it himself. So,
but he also hasn't had an adult as a coach yet.
Like I heard somebody say it's puppies leading puppies. Like there's no adults in the room to lead anything. And what's crazy is LaMelo Ball will probably ask out in a year or 2, and he's gonna go somewhere.
He's gonna go to.
They're all gonna be like,
team.
It's like, hey, we need you to like be an adult. And he's gonna be like,
I mean, the only vet in the league is on their team. That's Taj Gibson,
and he just there.
He ain't listening to Taj Gibson.
No. He'd be like, you Taj Gibson. Leave me alone. Like,
you'll be surprised, man. A lot of players listen to a lot of different players that our generation and stars wouldn't even blink at listening to. Like, what's the 3-point chucker that was on the Nets that was on the Lakers
Jared
team?
Dudley. It's different.
Yeah,
like
we players listen to him, but stars don't take him serious, and our generation won't take him serious.
Like, we understand that, but would like LaMelo Ball understand that?
You'd be surprised. I think people probably do respect.
Would like
Taj Gibson
Jalen
to that
Green
point.
understand that?
Maybe I think Jalen Green probably listens to Uncle Jeff, and that's along the lines of a Taj Gibson.
But Uncle Jeff actually, like, I'm not going to take anything away from Taj Gibson, but like, Uncle Jeff is a champion. That man, he's been there.
Is he?
He is a champion.
What team? The Boston team?
The Nuggets.
Come on, come on.
Champion
By definition. Come on,
champion.
Now. Come on, man.
Pivotal piece.
Wow.
Like DeAndre Jordan, champion.
That's different.
DeAndre Jordan getting playoff minutes in 2025.
I bet you DeAndre Jordan got more minutes than Jeff did.
Ooh, I'd be willing to take a look at that.
Take a look at that. I bet you DeAndre Jordan got more minutes than Jeff.
Let's who got more minutes in the NBA Finals, Jeff Green or DeAndre Jordan?
Come on, Stat Muse. Blank that out. They ain't no sponsors.
They got shadow banners.
What a useless like AI overview. It says it's impossible to definitely say who played more minutes in the finals between Jeff Green and DeAndre Jordan.
How is it impossible?
You gotta put the year of the final.
Unfucking real. Unreal.
Impossible.
Holy shit.
DeAndre touched the court.
He did. That's what I'm trying to say. Dylan is not being specific.
I put 2023.
DeAndre touched the court.
Oh, here we go. In 2023 NBA Finals, Jeff Green played more minutes than DeAndre Jordan. Jeff Green appeared in 5 games and DeAndre Jordan appeared in 1.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean,
shout out to champion Jeff Green.
I do only remember DeAndre playing like 1 game.
I remember Jeff Green getting minutes. I don't remember him getting a lot of minutes, but I remember him getting on the
really
court.
remember him getting minutes though. But
shout out to Uncle Jeff.
Receipts.
Champion.
That's great. We are now favored to win the Eastern Conference. That's crazy.
This
we were a plus
Pacers Knicks
650.
series.
We were a plus 650 5 hours ago.
Yeah, don't listen.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Fucking do it. Don't you fucking do it, Anthony.
No. That's all I'm saying. No, that's all I'm saying. James, you know the first thing I said was job's not finished. That's the first thing I said when we won. Job's not finished.
It's hard to take your word for it because you'll say that the moment that we get a lead in game 1, you're gonna jump off the damn porch.
Yeah.
I will talk my shit when we close this series out. I will talk my shit.
Or swing the other way as you was having a complete meltdown throughout the game today. You want to talk about somebody being in the chat. You was having a complete meltdown.
Yes, you were.
Oh, Mike, don't make me get started on campaign, bro.
Ricketts. Because again,
how many minutes did campaign play for you to really be complaining?
4.
Why are we complaining about 4 minutes?
4.
Because campaign stinks.
4 minutes.
And while McBride was out there.
Mind you, the hate for Deuce has disappeared.
Disappeared.
Because he's been playing well.
No,
he's been playing well. I mean that's the easy way to have someone not hate you is to play better, isn't that? Am I not right?
What was his stats tonight?
Who?
He made shots. That's all I needed him to do.
No. What's playing well?
Don't do that.
What's playing well?
Making shots.
Bro, he played 20 minutes and scored 2 buckets.
Yeah.
How many shots did he take?
4.
He made 2.
In 20 minutes.
He attempted 4 shots and made 2.
Yeah, Mike, say it. Say it, Mike. Say it.
Impact.
No. Don't fucking do it. No. Say it, Mike. Empty calories. Say it, Mike. Say it. Fucking say it. Nope. Say it.
I'm
Go ahead and
sorry.
say it, Mike. Empty
I'm sorry.
calories.
Did Deuce not play defense tonight?
Go ahead and say it, Mike. Nope. Don't do that.
James, how is 4 points empty calories? What are we
You
doing?
said you did that with Tim Hardaway Jr.
20.
When he
We had 27.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm done.
Those are, do you know what the definition? Do you know what empty calories means? Do you know what I mean by that?
I'm out of here.
I don't know. Mike's about to change the definition of something.
Yep, I'm out of here. I don't want. I'm off the argument. I'm done, Mike. Don't worry.
You got it, Mike.
Because here we go again with
Let
the
it go.
trying to
Nope,
get the
all
gotcha
set. Let
moment,
it go.
and we don't even know what we're talking about. Like,
There ain't no gotcha moment. Not with
so,
me.
so they,
James had one. You tried to say I had a gotcha moment yesterday. I'm like, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I knew exactly what you were doing.
You were like, oh, Jalen Brunson, you got a gotcha moment. I was like, no, he's great.
No.
Like, why would I do that?
Read your playbook.
And you were wrong.
You're only trying to point out negative and not point out other people because you're trying to get your gotcha moment. It's
I don't
exactly
want a
what you
gotcha
were
moment. I just want you to admit that your shit's bullshit. It's whatever you're feeling today. That's all I want.
doing. Exactly. Gotcha moment, as I said.
Because when I hit you with James Harden plays up to his standards in the playoffs, you were real upset.
Because you're still being ridiculous.
Does he not play to his standards in the playoffs?
Being ridiculous.
Because I'm trying to be respectful. Because what are we doing? Like, you're not dumb, Dylan. You are quite intelligent, and you know exactly what you're doing. And I know what you're doing.
I told you at first. At first, I was trying to be an asshole.
Let's not do this. Like,
I told you. I said at first I was trying to be an asshole. Then I started believing the shit that was coming out of my mouth.
Like, what are we doing here?
James Harden's standard in the playoff is ass. Right? We can say that's the standard he set in the playoffs, right, Anthony?
Yes. Of course, Anthony disappeared.
The standard that James Harden has set in his career is that he is ass in the playoffs. So,
unfortunately, yes.
When he plays in the playoffs and he is being ass, is he not playing to his standard?
His playoff standard, he is doing exactly
I rest my case. Court adjourned.
But you said that because of that makes him clutch, and
because that's in your definition.
That makes no sense. Dylan.
It's in your definition.
Like,
I'm just going by what you said.
So again,
playing up to his standards in moments that matter, he does that.
Again, respectfully, you're being ridiculous. Ooh, that coat Steph got on his fire.
It'd be like that sometimes.
Ridiculous.
It'd be like that sometimes, Mike. And
the Warriors better win this fucking game.
That's a bold statement for it being a 1-point game.
I said they better win this game.
Oh, you said they better. I thought you said they're going to. I was like, this.
No, I said they better win this game. No.
Yeah, I would say I don't know who.
Shout out to Julius Randle. Shout out to Julius Randle. I'm happy for him.
I can't believe you just said that, but I applaud you, Anthony.
The year
he found his home because clearly it wasn't in New York.
Fraud.
The year is 1999, and Paul George has just entered the NBA.
Oh my God!
But again, Breezy, just we can only pray that we can catch Anthony in this trap because he just gave Julius credit. He's playing, but let the Knicks and the Timberwolves meet in the finals. All of it.
Oh,
every Julius Randle slander that he's had for the last 5 years will come out of his pores. He won't be able to contain himself. So I can only hope we get there.
Boys, we're about to hit the year 2000. Do you know who's going to hit the NBA? Steph Curry.
I don't even know.
League is about to change forever.
How your simulation's even working. Steph wasn't in the league until like 2010.
I reversed it. Because every year you pick the draft class. So I could go, I started 84, but then I could go 85, 86, 87, 88. I'm going 25, 24, 23, 22, 21.
So you're a
Good
long way away from Jordan entering the league.
I'm 25 years away from Michael Jordan entering the NBA.
Nonsense.
It's incredibly fun.
Interesting concept, but it's just
Cooper Flagg is arguably the greatest of all time right now.
yeah.
He's got like 7 MVPs and fucking 4 titles.
Playing against plumbers.
Listen, he's playing against Cade Cunningham. But listen, he's playing against his talent, his era. He's met with Cade Cunningham in the finals 5 times.
Patrick Ewing's gonna come in the league and ruin everything.
Patrick, like that era.
So you're going. I would say you're going backwards. So the real great center
is we're gonna get like
probably
the first
once
like
you get
great.
to Boogie.
Like Boogie just got into the NBA, but if we're talking like Hall of Fame centers, we're not going to get there until Dwight.
You're close to Dwight.
I'm 5 years away from getting Dwight.
Dwight, and then the fun starts,
and then the fun starts. And all those guys. Like we are what 14 years away from Kobe. What did he say?
Insulting.
What did he say?
Calling Yao great was insulting. Is that what you said?
Who? Now I said I'm so confused.
Okay.
I said I'm confused. I have no clue what's going on.
I misheard you.
Like Jokic is here, but he hasn't done anything yet.
He's what did Anthony have him as? The 10th greatest player of all time?
Did I say 10?
God, your fucking list was
the worst list. I honestly, Bill Simmons couldn't have made a list that bad.
Mike, I'd like to know that Killian Hayes got drafted to the Nets and he just won the 6th man of the year.
He's a bum.
I fucking hate him.
But
Cooper Flagg won another Defensive Player of the Year and MVP, so let's see what his career has done.
Holy shit.
Let's break this game down. Because again, so this was an interesting game because my prayer was let's just win the first quarter. Let's just see what happens if we could possibly start a game good. And I mean, they didn't win the first. They were actually playing pretty decent in the first quarter, and then Jason Tatum just went on a barrage in the last 90 seconds.
Yeah, he was having himself a game. He had like 22 in the first half.
He was.
He put on a masterclass today.
It was.
He put on a performance where Anthony, being the largest like Tatum hater, had to shut the fuck up. Because what he played great. Like he's had maybe 2 bad games in the playoffs total, right? And if you sit there, you need to hold Tatum accountable. I'm like, I'm not. What am I holding him accountable for? He had 2 bad games, right? And then he goes out, has a really good game last game, and then was putting on a fucking masterclass before he went down. Where he's like, I'm going to put this team on my back because Jaylen Brown can't catch a break right now. And he's in foul trouble. I got to do what I got to do.
Which is amazing to me that he was in foul trouble because let me tell you, this game was not officiated well.
The officiating was so bad.
It was not officiated well, Dylan.
It was not. I'm not agreeing with. I'm not saying it was. I think it was so weird where, like, again, if Brunson goes to the ground, he's getting a foul call. It's just what it is. You can't deny it. It's just whether it's a foul or not. He's on the floor. There's a whistle. I saw him drop his shoulder on a fucking in the first half on a steal that the Celtics got. Tatum had the ball. Jaylen Brown fucking dropped his shoulder into Tatum. Ended up on the floor. Foul on Tatum. I'm just like, what the fuck is going on?
I know what play you're talking about, and Brunson absolutely fouled him first, but Tatum fouled him too after the second play. the
And it
reaction
goes by
was also a foul.
if Brunson didn't go on the floor, there's no foul called.
Well, he got thrown to the floor, Dylan.
No. He lost his balance because he dropped his shoulder, and then they got their arms tangled.
And then Tatum grabbed his shoulder and threw him.
Listen, it's
how that fit.
shitty.
I'm not saying
why you're defending it. It's shitty.
Brunson fouled him.
The fact that there was a foul called on that at all is my problem.
That's fine.
I don't want a foul called on Jalen Brunson there. But if you're going to call the foul on the guy who literally fucking, for the second time in this series, did a Derrick Henry impression and ran over a guy. But yeah, he goes on the floor, foul, right? That's almost guaranteed. These guys were literally fighting at one point. Like, not actually fighting, but there was a scramble on the Celtics side of the court, like at the top of the key, where Josh Hart and OG both like tackled Jaylen Brown while the ball was loose on the floor. And I'm just like, I don't know what's going on here. No, so we're just gonna not have control of this game at all. And then start calling stupid fouls.
They were calling a lot of stupid
fouls. Most of the fouls on Cat were fucking stupid.
Were bad calls.
They were not good calls. But then you go and then you just let guys just tackle each other.
Like, I want to give Cat some praise, James, because I can do that, unlike some people in here. Cat had a great game tonight.
Wait, what? Wait, hold on a second. Are you saying Wait, what are you saying about me and Cat?
I'm saying I'm giving him praise, unlike other people in this chat that don't acknowledge when they're wrong. Cat had a great game tonight. Finally.
I'm confused to the shot that was taken. Was that taken at me?
Yes. You never admit when you're wrong. Yes.
That's bullshit.
Yes.
Talking about
you don't admit when you're wrong.
What are you talking about?
Never. I am admitting that Cat had a great game because I fully expected Cat to have another bad game tonight and start crying and complaining about his finger again. And he played through adversity tonight. And I'm very impressed by how he played tonight because the refs weren't giving him shit. He was getting called for stupid shit. And then Boston was fouling him a lot. And he wasn't getting the whistle on the other end. And he just put his head down and played through. I give him a lot of credit because I did not think he was that mentally tough. Like I
still don't understand why I got
here,
shot
Mike.
because their expectations fell through. Get the fuck out of here.
I hate to interrupt you here, but I just watched the video of the Tatum injury from the opposite side.
Opposite view, it is. Yeah, I thought so. I've been waiting for that view because that'll tell you everything.
Yep.
Vibration.
We got the cat vibration.
That's all I need to know.
Yep. I've been there.
That's what I've been waiting for. Not waiting for, but like I wanted to see that angle. Because if you
shout out
see the
to
vibration,
Roz being like, I don't know if it's a fucking Achilles injury. I've seen many a NBA player Achilles
sprain his
ankle.
What are you talking about?
What a nonsense thing to say.
What? Like,
the times he chooses to be optimistic is crazy.
He's like, I've never seen them. They all kind of just stared into the abyss. I'm just like, to be fair here, Roz, when I tore my Achilles, worst pain I've ever felt in my fucking life. So I can fully understand if somebody reacted that way.
Yeah, like if you've never felt,
I've broken bones.
Some people's ankle sprains is the worst pain that they've ever we've seen. Like people's pain tolerance is different, and I've never felt that. Thank God. So. I don't fault him for reacting like that at all.
It is not great. It is not a great feeling. Again,
when those guys don't react, that's amazing to me.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, what's the outlook for next year for Boston?
If they lose, they were already going to try to cut costs because they're going to be super deep into the second apron.
Porzingis is in trouble.
But also as far as Tatum's availability though too as well.
So Tatum is going to be gone for
next
year.
More
the
than
entire year.
So he's pretty much missing the whole season.
He's missing next season. I don't care what
God damn.
he does. If he were to play next season, it would be a fucking
Like
miracle.
playoff.
It would be
It would be a
now.
miracle. It would be
And
like now.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't risk it.
I
Because
mean,
they got
unless
their
you-
title, so they're not gonna risk it.
I mean, the only person I've seen come back in 6 months was Kobe Bryant.
And he does think he's Kobe Bryant.
That's why.
Yeah, so
And then Kobe came back and he wasn't him.
And he was shot.
but what
That's
age
also
should
like-
Kobe have that Achilles here though?
Again, it's father time and it's the Achilles
36,
injury.
Maybe 35, 36.
No, I think it was like
'Cause
36
Tatum-
when he had it.
34?
Because Tatum's 26.
What? Kobe retired at what? 37? 36, 37?
He only played one season after the Achilles.
He played 2 seasons after he retired, after he had his Achilles injury.
No,
No,
how old was Kobe?
I think he played one. I mean,
the
you might be
Achilles
right.
injury was before.
No, Kobe retired when he was 30, 37, 38, something like that.
So he tore his Achilles in April of 2013.
So it was So he
34.
He played 4
And he played
years.
He played 3 more years. He retired in 2016.
But he missed 2014.
Yeah, so he played 2 more seasons.
And Tatum's 26.
He didn't miss 2014. He literally got injured January. I mean, he got. You can look it up. I just saw it.
He got injured like a week before the playoffs because
he got
that
April
team
12th.
was
April.
that
He was
team
back.
was good, and they were going to make they maybe would have made a run.
He got injured April, and he was back September.
He played 35 games in 2014. Actually, hold up. No, he played 6 games in 2013, 2014, the year
I feel
after.
like Kobe missed a season. Like,
I don't know if that's true. I just saw something the other day that said that he got injured in April of that season and was back September of the same year.
So April 12th, 2013. So that would have been the 2012-2013 season. So the 2013-2014 season, he played 6 games.
okay.
And when did he play his first game in 2013-2014? Because he would have been out April, so he would have had to, if he only played 6 games, then he probably came back at the end of the season. So yeah, he played 6 games in December, then didn't play any more games.
So say it again.
He played 6 games in December, then missed the rest of the season.
And then played 35 the next year.
Yeah.
So, I mean.
But again, Kobe, that's
he
almost a
played
10-year difference in when they did it. About almost a 10-year difference in age when they did it. Tatum will be fine in the long run, but it's going to take him. I don't think he should come back next year because he's going to have a real high chance of re-tearing it. He should probably take the KD approach, which was I tore my Achilles in the fucking finals. I'm going to sit out all
a year
that
and a half. Yeah.
and then the off season,
and then a half. Yeah, he took a year and a half off.
Because even when you come back, you still have to like ramp up minutes and conditioning and all that stuff. Like,
well, it depends on how you take care of yourself, right? So if he takes care of himself the way I believe he's going to, if he takes next year off and comes back so next year would be what? 25, 26. If he's ready for 26, 27, he'll be perfectly fine to go in and just be him. Because if he does what Durant did, Durant was ready for his first full year after taking the year and a half off. Because he's going to spend the entire time just trying to get the mental side out of it.
Man, how much time did Rodgers take?
Rodgers did the whole year.
About 3 weeks.
Rodgers also a fucking psycho who was trying to get his leg amputated.
What was
And
that surgery that he
Dylan
said
called
can
him a psycho,
make him come back?
but was pissed because he thought he was on the same trajectory.
like Aaron legit was gonna try and come back that same season. Like if God forbid the Jets had been in any kind of playoff, like if they were in it, I know he would have tried to play.
They would have let him, and he would have got his fucking leg amputated.
Let him.
He would have gotten his fucking leg amputated because we saw how he looked at the beginning of the season last year, where he just couldn't fucking move.
He would have walked into Robert Sala's office. I'm playing.
He was fucking.
Oh man, because he was running. What was it? August of Labor Day weekend. He was running by Thanksgiving, right? Jogging, like jogging by about Thanksgiving. He was like
walking like briskly without any support, and I'm just like
wild,
psycho.
Wild.
So I don't know.
So everybody's different. That's the answer.
Everybody's different. Because I also I recovered earlier than I was supposed to too. But it all depends. These guys are much better than me and have the money to do
Dylan, you were also
more than I was doing.
Because you definitely could have made it for that Atlanta trip.
I definitely could not. They definitely wouldn't have let me fly.
You were right there.
They definitely would not have let me fly.
We could have stuck you on the train. We definitely could have stuck you on the train.
I'm not sitting on no train in Atlanta. Sitting there with my fucking broomstick and my knapsack like a hobo on a fucking train, like a stowaway.
It would have been all worth it.
So best case scenarios end of the season, but
best case scenario would be playoffs next year, but Porzingis probably is not on the team. There's a possibility Drew Holiday is not on the team,
and Al Horford.
Al Horford probably retires.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, Horford's probably not on the team.
You probably have to try to pay Peyton Pritchard, or you let him go too.
They have to pay him. He's too valuable.
Fuck it, and you see what the Jaylen Brown market is.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that either.
I'm not saying you do, but you want a quick way to get you out of the second apron and put you in a better cap situation while you're waiting for Tatum to come back. It's to dump a fucking massive salary.
Well, that's why they would get rid of Porzingis and Drew.
Yeah.
And then try to build elsewhere. So
try to get a little younger.
I don't know, but
how much is Horford making?
Nothing significant. Yeah, nothing significant.
Yeah.
It would be Drew and Horford would probably account for close to 30.
So
let's see. I could do cap numbers. Move my screens around.
But the Knicks,
okay.
Back to what we were saying, the Knicks were they didn't quit. They just kept playing, and it was just, I didn't think, even though they were down 14, it didn't feel like they were not playing well because their offense finally showed up tonight.
Yeah,
and
I think everybody on your team played offense tonight.
Yeah, like the offense showed up.
Of it.
And I mean, outside of Derek White and Tatum, nobody was really hurting us. So,
even then, the threes slowed down. The threes did slow down a bit in the second half too, as well.
Yeah, and then
they were getting threes on stupid shit, like
they were sitting there. They started right before Tatum went down. He was starting to cook again. He was starting to heat up. He was starting to heat back up.
He was.
When did he turn off?
I know what you're saying, Dylan. He didn't turn off because Lord
Okay,
have
so
mercy.
Porzingis is making $30 million next year.
Listen, I know Porzingis is making a lot of money.
Al Horford is not on the Knicks next year. He's off. Drew Holiday's making 32.5 next year.
60 million right there.
60 million.
Yeah. They're both gone.
Derek White making 28.
Derek White's making 20.
Two of those three got to go.
I'm keeping White.
Gotta go.
You I think you have to keep White. Unless they're like, hey, Porzingis, what's up? But Porzingis on the last year of his deal. So
even easier to
he's
trade.
gone. He's
Even
gone.
easier to trade. He might go to the Lakers.
And Roz will like it at first and then hate it when he's not playing basketball. Like Roz loves most of the moves the Lakers make, and then when they just don't turn out immediately, God, I hate them.
Does the same thing with the
Remember last year when he was like super adamant about Spencer Dinwiddie coming to the team, and I was like, "Listen, I don't think you want that." He's like, "Nah, bring Steph home, bring Spencer home." I was like, "Okay," and he's like, "Dinwiddie stinks."
Suck it up in the playoffs.
Don't try to tell you. Try to tell him, but you want to listen. So yeah, Boston's got to do something.
And I won't take, probably like the Knicks, I will take very little stock in how the Celtics played after Tatum got hurt, because the air literally went out. Even for the Knicks fans, like it just felt like the air just got sucked out of the building. Like,
shout out to y'all for not being like the Raptors fans when KD went down.
Well, we're real sports fans, so
I don't know. Knicks fans are scumbags too.
Are we?
Yeah, y'all are scumbags.
Oh, are we? Because we didn't boo, we didn't cheer. It was, oh no, not Jason.
No, it was very much so Knicks in 5.
Well, the Knicks 5. Listen, once the whistle blows, we back on it. Once the whistle blows, Knicks in 5. I was talking a lot of shit. It's New York versus everybody right now. So yeah, Knicks in 5. Write it down.
Shout out to Roz for trying to spark a Knicks-Nets rivalry in the chat, when I've never been a proponent of that at all.
Unfortunately, you are the hive, and you have, because you definitely was in the chat posting how many days it's been since the Knicks.
Oh yeah, but I don't do that because of Knicks-Nets rivalry. I do it because I hate you guys. If you guys were fans of the Spurs, I would have done the same thing.
You adding to the fuel.
No, because again,
you are the hive mind.
There was no rivalry before we got to Brooklyn at all. There's no history at all between us. But it's like, oh, you guys moved to Brooklyn. Nope, crosstown rivals. No, the fuck we're not. Nobody cares about us. Leave us alone.
And you just refuse to believe that you seem to think Net fans are like you, because they're not.
Most Net fans are like me.
They are not.
Most Net fans are like me, except for that weirdo at the Yankee game who's trying to start a fight in the bathroom.
Oh, that
is not a real Net fan. Yes, that is a fucking savage human.
That is your.
That's something that didn't hit the chat. That stayed between you and I. We went to Yankee Stadium to watch the Yankees, and we immediately get to the stadium. We go to the bathroom.
Go to the bathroom.
We just go to the bathroom. All of a sudden, a Net fan is trying to start a fight with a Knicks fan wearing a Dante DiVincenzo jersey. And I'm just like, what's happening here? He's like, bro, I'm from Jersey. I've always been a Net fan. I'm like, I'm walking away.
Here's how crazy. I was in the stall. I wasn't at the urinal. I'm in the stall hearing this nonsense. And I'm like, is Dylan about to fight somebody out here? Because I'm like, who is out here talking about the Nets? We're at a Yankee game. I come out the stall, not Dylan at all. Dylan is outside the bathroom just shaking his head. That man doesn't represent me.
That man, you can't sit there and talk shit to a guy whose team's in the playoffs. Like, shut the fuck up and eat your L. The Knicks fans literally like, but how are you guys doing right now? But where are you guys? And he's like, it doesn't fucking matter, bro. I'm from Jersey. I'm like, this guy sucks. I hate this guy. There's so many other things you could be saying right now, and you're just not. It's
That's
okay.
Your fan base. That's your fan base.
It's not my fan base. That's that one idiot. That one idiot does not represent my fan base. And that fan base is very much so a lot like me.
Negative. But so yes, but my point, I don't take stock in how Boston played, even though when Tatum went, their offense completely fell off the side. It fell off. It just fell off a cliff.
Their offense was Jaylen Brown's just going to start chucking threes.
And he was taking bad threes.
Bad threes.
Just chucking. Him and Pritchard just started throwing shit up.
But that's where it's like Jaylen Brown spent most of the game not playing. Like most of the second half not playing.
Doing well. He
so
also
it's like you have to sit here and get yourself warmed up by just chucking shots and watching you lose.
By the way, that charge that he got was a horrible call. Because that was absolutely a charge on Josh Hart. That was. I
understand why they reversed it, but whatever. I'm not going to fight it.
Ball don't lie. Next play. But
again,
they're not going to play.
James was arguing the trap by Pritchard. I'm like, I don't know. That's not getting reversed. Once they showed the angle of Mitchell Robinson literally on Pritchard's back, I'm like, yeah, they're not reversing that call.
I didn't think it was a foul either, but I'm not going to fight you on it.
Like when you see that, how do you reverse that?
Exactly. They're not going to reverse it. So, whatever.
So it is what it is. They got the ball right back after that.
But they're going to play. I expect Boston to still play very well. And it still wouldn't surprise me if they hit 43s in the next game.
Yeah, this series is still not over. They still have plenty of pieces.
Because
and they're going to play with extra passion in front of that crowd with Jason Tatum gone and whatnot.
Oh, I hate that shit. Stop.
But I know. But Dylan,
get the fuck out of here.
Dylan is ridiculous.
I hate.
But Dylan, am I wrong? Am I wrong though?
You are. You want to know how I know you're wrong? Because that whole team, when they saw Tatum call a timeout from the floor,
it deflated them.
Looked like they saw somebody die. Like
that was in the moment though. That was in the moment, yeah.
But but to that point,
next game they may come back trying to be like, let's do it for Rudy.
Exactly.
Fuck out of here.
Exactly. Same point you're saying, Dylan. The way it deflated them, it could inspire them for the next game.
Yeah, I'm not.
But Jaylen Brown is too beat up to take that position.
Exactly. I don't think they're in a position to be able to do that. Not want to do it, because of course they're going to want to do it. I just don't think they're in a physical position to go through with it and actually do it.
Yes, I don't think Jaylen Brown's really that healthy, to be honest.
He's not that healthy, and he's also not playing great. He's not having a good series. So I'm putting little to no stock in that. And Porzingis is just now figuring out how to get on the floor when he didn't play the first two games. They also lost 2 straight at home already. There's not a lot in their favor right now. Not a lot in their favor at all.
They've been up double digits.
That's not finished.
And they've been up double digits twice and blew it.
No, every game.
Every game. Yeah, but 20 points twice in the first game, 20 points in this third game, 10 points in the second game.
15
at the most. 14 at the most. But it's just I just don't believe it. This series is over. I'm very much so interested in this Pacers-Knicks series.
Because it's not even just about winning the series, it's about just getting it done in a timely manner. I'm not trying to be we got 3 games to close it out. No, I want to close it out in game 5.
I don't even think it's about in a timely manner. I think it's closing out the series healthy.
Was I the only one whose heart dropped when OG had the fast break by himself?
No.
Exactly how he hurt himself last year.
I was shitting my fucking pants. Oh my god!
Back, you know what I was about to say in the chat, Mike?
What?
It's Anthony's fault. If y'all lose because of injuries, remember to blame Anthony. Remember to blame Anthony.
I don't know what you're talking. I haven't wished injury on nobody in how long, Dylan? What are you talking about?
How long you still have
3 months? 3 months, maybe.
So I want to give credit to where credit's due with you guys and the Pacers because I do not think the Pacers were anywhere near as good as they have fucking seemed. This is a much different Pacer team than last year. It's fucking crazy how much different they are. Like, Anthony, if you were to have said,
oh, here we go. Oh, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear that.
Now that's over. If you
I
were
don't
told
wanna hear
before
that.
the season started, what would be different about this Pacer team?
Oh,
What do
God.
you think you would have said? I'm asking you a question. What do you think you would have said?
They're a better team
Based on what?
based on experience.
All right, good job of giving me a fucking nothing burger of nonsense. That was nothing. Because if
Hey,
you would have told me,
Dylan, what did I predict?
You said
I don't
Pacers
care
were
what you have to say,
I
Dylan.
will give you
I don't care what you have to say. What did I predict, Dylan?
I just
That
said
you
I
guys
was gonna
all
give you credit,
that
said
you guys
didn't
all
care.
said I was crazy for saying. You guys all said I was
just tried to
crazy
give
for
you
predicting
credit, and you
Pacers to
said
Eastern
you don't
Conference
care.
Finals.
So I guess you were
I don't want to
credit.
hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I
I don't
tried
wanna-
to give you credit, and you told me no.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
So I
I don't
want
wanna hear
let the jury know that
I don't want to hear it.
trying for credit.
Because you started off trying to ask me some question that I don't care about. Just give me my acknowledgement, Dylan. That's all I asked
I
for.
was going to do that.
That's
and you
all.
wanted me to
No, I don't. No, just give
You
me
want
my
to be a
acknowledgement.
dickhead, I'm trying to
That's
ask
all.
questions.
That's all I want. No.
The problem is your analysis
Because when you want acknowledgement, I give you acknowledgement.
No,
I'm
you
not
don't.
asking you questions.
No, you don't. You don't. You
I'm
don't.
not asking you questions. I just give you the acknowledgement.
You don't give me acknowledgement, so I don't want to hear it. All I asked was if you would have going into the season, you said the Pacers were going to be better. What would you have said? And you didn't answer me. You said more experience. Great. You didn't tell me how they would be better or anything because then I was going to give you
Well, more
credit,
experience.
And then I was going
more
to
experience
say,
is kind of an answer.
No,
more
it's
experience
zero
is
answer. It's zero answer because that doesn't explain how they're better. Who got better? What was the level of jump that player made or whatever? I was going to give you a credit. I was going to ask you a question and then move on from it. I wasn't going to shit on you, but again, you're a fucking asshole. So we're going to move on.
Oh, my God. Shut up.
Credit to the Pacers because I didn't think Andrew Nembhard was going to become this guy he became, where he's a tough shot taker, tough shot maker, and has like the balls to shoot those shots. Where last year he was getting cooked all playoffs, and then like was not an effective player on the court offensively, really at all.
I hate to say it, but this is what Anthony means by experience.
But again, this is not what Anthony means by experience.
It is. But you know how Dylan is. You know how Dylan.
Good, cool. I muted you. I don't want to hear you. It's not what he means.
That's fucked up.
It's not because I can't even talk because he's gonna be
full of shit. We all.
It's not because he's not gonna let me talk. Because he would not have said
bullshit.
Bullshit. Not said anything because nobody saw Andrew Nembhard becoming
bullshit.
Nobody does. The problem is Anthony just be saying shit and just expect to just be like, "Oh yeah."
You had no problems getting on me about my Western Conference predictions, but when it comes to the Eastern, let me ask you a question first. How did the Pacers back up? Give me my acknowledgement. Why is that so hard to do?
Suck my dick. I'm not giving you anything. I'm not giving you anything.
This is hate.
I tried.
This is hate.
No. So now
all the acknowledgement I give you,
and now I'm not going to.
You did not try to. You asked me this question. I answered the question. You're like, that's not a good answer. I'm like,
it's not because it's a vague answer. All you do is give me vague
my God.
bullshit.
I didn't know you had. I didn't.
Here we are. Give me vague answers, vague bullshit.
God.
Gene, this is because this is all stuff that you could conflate in fucking narrative that you're pushing for no reason.
What narrative?
I was giving you your credit.
What narrative?
You talk over me the entire
what
time.
Narrative?
I get nothing. Now
You
get
are just mad that I'm gonna. I have a speaking nomination that I'm most likely
if
gonna
I'm not
get.
going to win, if I didn't win a speaky for predicting the NBA champion last year, you're not getting shit if it's on my
that
watch.
wasn't the best speaking. That was a good one. It was a good
I promise
prediction. It wasn't
you,
the best
you
one.
won't win shit. Because
It
the way
was a
this
good
things
prediction,
are,
though.
I can take control of that. So good luck.
You made a very
Anything,
good
Dave's
prediction. It
gonna
was
win
not
off
the
something
best.
stupid,
It was.
and you're not gonna win shit.
It was a good prediction. It wasn't the best one.
Again, you're not getting shit, and you're also not getting any acknowledgement because when I said I want to give you your praise, you told me to
Oh
shut the fuck
god.
up. So, since you want to tell me to shut the fuck up in the middle of me trying to give you your praise,
Guys, he does this all the time. He does this all the time. So it's
and
fine.
you wanted to cut me off while I was trying to tell you, hey, here's your kudos. Suck my dick.
You didn't give me any clues. You asked me a question. Like
I
why
was
are you acting like
trying
we're
to.
not
You
live on
didn't
air
know
right
what I'm
now?
saying
Why
because
you acting like we're not live on air right now? Well, I was gonna do
Again,
this. You didn't do any of that. You
again,
asked me a question.
if you sat here and weren't trying to talk over me, you would have heard me say, I want
Oh my
you to
god.
give credit. But here you are again.
And then what did you say after that? And
I'm
what
gonna
did you
keep
say
telling
after
you to
that?
suck my dick because you keep doing this. So
Oh my god.
until you want to stop talking
I want
over
to give
me,
you some credit, Anthony. But here's the question. Can you answer this question for me? I answered the question. It's not good. That's a dumb answer.
again, it was a dumb answer. The problem is you're taking the question as a negative connotation because you're used to somebody shitting on you.
I didn't. If I took the question as a negative connotation, I
You
wouldn't
told
have
me to
answered it.
shut the
I
fuck
did
up
answer it.
before I even asked.
I did answer the question. I
You
answered
told
it.
me
I
asked
said
you
more
to shut
experience.
the fuck up.
I didn't know how much I didn't know how much detail you wanted at the end of the day.
Again, I asked the question first, and you told me to shut the fuck up.
Oh,
So again,
guys,
what are we
this
doing?
is what happens.
So this is what
Someone
happens
is
when we want
clearly
to
not
over
happy about being wrong.
have
Clearly not happy about being wrong.
pleasure and get to sit here in front of everybody and just be told to suck my dick. So that's how it's going.
God, so salty.
Anthony,
I love it. I love it.
Again,
I love it.
you're not used to ever being in a position where
I love it.
anything.
I love it.
Everything is to you is an insult. So now everything is going.
I love it. I love it. So salty.
Anthony, I tried to give you your credit. You told me to shut the fuck up. So
Oh my God! Stop it.
you did. You did. And then when I asked my question, you told me to shut the fuck up. And then after I bitched and complained, you gave me a bullshit answer. So I don't want to hear
I mean, Dylan, we are live right now, so
we could be live. We can also rewind. We can go through and do it again. But again,
yeah, I know.
So I don't know what we're doing.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty about being live. You don't have to sit back and check receipts and go back in the chat. None of that. It's all live, Dylan.
We have the.
You gave me no acknowledgement. You asked me a question. You didn't like the answer. You literally made fun of my answer. You're like, oh, I'm not going to give you credit no more. So that was a dumb answer.
I tried to talk over me. I tried to ask a question to not even be bullshit, to just hear what you had to say, then move on and give you your fucking acknowledgement. You told me to shut the fuck up. So
and you called my answer bullshit. You called my answer
because your answer's stupid. Because you have no like experience. So again,
I'm still missing the part where there was the acknowledgement.
And just suck my dick. How about that?
So salty. I love it.
With all disrespect, suck my dick.
So salty. I love this.
So we ready to talk about the game again or no?
Yes, let's talk about the game.
Talk about the game, but I'm probably just gonna tell Anthony to suck my dick 10 more times, so we can go.
The Pacers, if Donovan Mitchell doesn't play, I think the series is over.
I think it's over if he plays.
It might be over if he plays. I think the Pacers might have taken their soul with that 40-point massacre. So it's weird. It's weird because I still don't think the Pacers are 40 points better than the Cleveland. Like I don't think they're that much better than them.
At some
But
point,
what's the extent of his injury though?
He
they're
aggravated his
banged
ankle.
up. But at some point in time, we're gonna have to acknowledge that the Pacers are just playing well, and they're not a team. I don't understand why we don't acknowledge them. Like, they were there last year, regardless if they beat us while we were injured. They still had to get to us and get through us. They had to seal the deal, and then they got to the Eastern Conference Finals. So I think that people are underrating them, and that's why they're performing the way they are as well. Now, granted, the Cavs are kind of beat up, so I mean, you only can play what's being placed in front of you as well. So that's just what it is.
I think Garland is just trudging out there on the court right now. I think he's doing everything he can to just give the Cavs what he got, but he doesn't look that healthy.
Yeah, I think we're gonna find out that Garland is like really hurt, and if this was the regular season, he wouldn't be playing at all. But it's two things can be true, because Indiana is playing very well. They're making shot after shot after shot. That game winner that Halliburton had was a great shot, not a good shot. That was a great shot.
A great shot.
That was a great. Yeah, the game.
Yeah,
the game 2. That was a great shot. So, like, ain't nothing you can say about that. Like, great shot.
Again, it goes back to how much better they got as a team. Like I said before the playoffs started, like, I still didn't really see Halliburton evolve into a half-court basketball player, because in the regular season they don't have to really sit there and play in the half court. They will just run all game long. And he showed me in the 2 series that he's played that, if they slow the game down, they can play 5. Like last year, Halliburton, if he wasn't shooting threes, he wasn't attacking.
I saw it in the play-in. When he played well, and then I only pay attention, and this is probably my fault, but I only pay attention during the regular season to the Pacers when they're playing the Bucks, because I feel like they got the Bucks. He turns it up a notch every single time.
So it's like Halliburton evolving into this complete point guard, as opposed to this like elite transition point guard, to be able to run a half-court offense and be useful, as opposed to if he's not shooting a 3, he's not doing anything. Nembhard becoming the guy who's not scared to take shots and hit big shots in big moments. Obi Toppin is just a really good role player and has evolved into his role.
Aaron Gordon.
Mm-hmm. He's just done a great job evolving into that Aaron Gordon role.
Yeah. Nembhard, I think, and I'm gonna have to make another callback to Anthony's point, the experience from them being in the playoffs last year.
Anthony's talking about his ass.
Wait, Dylan.
No.
Listen. When Nembhard, he made those shots against the Knicks last year, I think they built.
You're bailing Anthony out.
No. Listen,
yeah, you are. You're bailing this cocksucker out.
Why?
I'm doing it on my own accord, though. These are real points I'm making, though.
And you're doing Anthony's work for him.
Then I guess I'll just be quiet.
You can do it. You could do it. But when I got Anthony here putting his thumb up while you're talking, when he can't articulate his own points,
I have no words to say.
It doesn't make him wrong. It doesn't make the point
it makes you wrong if you can't articulate your point. If you're just going to be vague, it makes him wrong.
It may make him wrong, but it doesn't make the point wrong.
Oh, no.
He's not.
It makes him wrong. Again, that's why I'm like, he's bailing Anthony out by doing this, but I don't want to disrespect James.
No, I feel you. I understand. Nembhard, his shots that he made against the Knicks last.
Like, what was that?
I'm sorry, James. Minnesota is killing Golden State right now.
Yeah, they're not.
It was just like a tie game.
They are on a 27-8 run right now. Like,
oh damn, never mind. Ooh, Steph ain't reaching that court again.
They are killing Golden State. That's a start. They threw an alley-oop to Rudy Gobert, and he didn't dunk on Draymond, but Draymond's in the picture. So
Hey,
that's why it got the reaction out of me. Because, like,
Mike, I'm not gonna allow you to paint me as an angry black man.
but
That's
yeah,
a crazy quote, yo. He went off the rails on them.
and said that and walked away. Like,
Yo.
no questions, no nothing. I'm tired of being painted as the angry black man. This is ridiculous.
Yo, but to Draymond's, me and Dylan have said this plenty of time. Draymond, the reason why he gets in the trouble that he gets into with his fouls and stuff like that is just that he can't act good enough. He can't act good enough. Like, whenever he tries to act like he got fouled, he's just too aggressive and it doesn't come off the right way. He can't get it right.
And he ends up fucking Superman punching somebody.
Yeah, he can't fly
on a foul that should be on them.
Yeah, like, now that's actually a foul. They did foul you, but now it's an offensive foul because you just punched him in the throat. You just suplexed this man after he fouled you.
Exactly. Like, he is as reckless as Dylan thinks Giannis is.
Nah.
No.
Well, yeah.
I don't think Giannis is right. If you were to ask me who's more reckless, I'm saying Draymond in an instant.
Okay.
In an instant. Like, that's crazy. Meanwhile, Mike was trying to sit there and say who tried to injure campaign or somebody in the first round. Fucking somebody dove with the ball. Mike said he purposefully dove at him. He tried to kill him. He tried to hurt him.
Oh, when Schroeder dove
on Brunson to get the ball, he said he purposely dove on Brunson. He tried to hurt him.
I don't remember saying he tried to.
You absolutely did. You said he purposely tried to hurt him.
I will take your word for it.
That shit was unreal.
He did two-hand push.
Get the fuck out of here.
For a steal, though.
Get the fuck out of here.
That did happen. That did happen. But yeah,
Anthony Edwards is getting what he wanted, right? He wanted the Warriors. He wanted the trash talk. I mean, it's
does
the
he
same
get?
situation,
Is it the same with Steph getting hurt though?
It's the same situation going around the league, man. You only play what's put in front of you, and injuries are a part of the game.
Even if he doesn't get the Steph Curry fucking Infinity Stone, he gets the Jimmy Butler one.
He gets that's the consolation prize,
and that's not a bad consolation prize.
And the Draymond
and a Draymond one, you get to put out an all timer.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think. I mean, Draymond cares. But
Draymond
there was no world where Draymond and Jimmy Butler were losing to Dylan Brooks. There was no world where they were going to let that happen. Like, no disrespect to Ed, but there was no world where they were going to let Dylan Brooks get one over on him.
Draymond would die before Dylan Brooks beat him in a playoff series.
Draymond turns to Klay Thompson before he let Dylan get one on him. So,
Game 7 Draymond all over again.
Just appear out of nowhere. So, but no, this is big. But like LeBron said, Ant's got to close now. Like, you got to get to the finals. Like, OKC's the better team, but if you're that guy, get through them then. Get through them.
Hey, I'm not counting out Denver yet.
Yeah, no,
I'm not either, and I'm not either because Denver is still playing well. I don't think they're going to win, but I fully expect that series to go 7, and I'm going to be very nervous because I have OKC in the finals, and Joker could go for 40 and 20 again. So,
but it's going to be hard for Denver to get another one in that building, though. Like, they really had to take care of home court, and they did not do that. Like, and Joker hasn't been playing all that well after game 1, so they're going to need him to get back to what he is, especially if they're going to try and win one in OKC again.
they've been doing a good job. Hartenstein's been playing actually pretty good. He scores on everybody, but like it's harder for him when Hartenstein is guarding him.
They're trapping him a lot. They're getting him on the spin. The second he goes to drop step or pick up his dribble, somebody else is there. So they're making him have to move faster. They're making him have to think and process way quicker to try to figure something out.
He's still pushing Holmgren out the way like he's a piece of paper, though.
I mean, because Holmgren weighs 120 pounds.
He's pushing him out the way. So he's spinning into J-Dub, and he got Shy coming in and trying for the rip, and they're doing a great job making the Thunder are the best defensive team in the league. I expect nothing less.
They're making them work,
and they're making Jamal Murray look very average, which is also really what's killing, which is just sucking the life out of Denver. Aaron Gordon's playing out of his mind, and Jamal Murray is playing like trash.
Aaron Gordon is fucking Superman right now. Where Jamal you need a big shot, he's taking it.
Because Jamal Murray is showing up in like 2-minute spurts. Like he randomly will get hot for 2 minutes, did his little taunt in the last game, and then fell off a cliff after he taunted. Fell off the cliff. So he has to play well if they're going to win the series. At some point, Jamal's got to go off, because I'm watching this, and y'all can disagree. Y'all can tell me I'm crazy. I'm watching this. Joker can't beat this team by himself. He can't beat this.
I agree.
He can't beat them by himself.
Yeah, but he also has to, in his big moments, not fucking miss.
No.
And you can't disagree with me on that. You can't.
He can't miss in the big moment. No.
He can't miss his free throws or miss the game winner or do this. Like, Aaron Gordon has been the one to bail this team out. What, 2 different times?
The one that they won in OKC, Aaron Gordon.
And then even still, like, Jokic doing the single smartest lane violation I've ever seen in my life to force a jump ball to Aaron Gordon to hit that 3. Granted, it took a lot of time off the clock, but like that is one of the single smartest basketball plays I've seen. Unreal for that, and then for it to be as blatant as I'm stomping my foot as hard as he did to get that going. I was like, no shot that they got the jump ball, and they did. I was like, oh shit! And then Aaron Gordon laces the 3 with 1.8 left. And I was like, what is he drinking? He's on
a generational run right now.
What is he drinking? Because you need to get Jokic on that.
You remember? I don't know how long ago it was now, but when the Mets went to the World Series the first time when they lost with who was they calling Harvey, Dark Knight?
Oh, Matt Harvey.
Remember on the run to that World Series, their first baseman, I can't think of his name, got OD hot and hit like 5 home runs in 6 games. Yep. Like that's what Aaron Gordon is on right now. He's on different type of.
He's on right Freddie not missing a 3 after his son was born on that Raptor team.
Like different type of burner right now. So, I mean, and to listen, we talking all this and we saying all of this. If Denver wins tomorrow, I'm going to be extremely nervous because I don't know if OKC can get that game 6 in that building. Because I already know if that happens, I already know what type of time Russ is going to be on. So
it's a damn shame. Like James said the other day that they're waiting for this series to be over to give the MVP out.
It's ridiculous.
It's a damn shame. Because this has no bearing on the MVP. No bearing at all.
It's like already the votes are in. Like it's done. They know who the MVP is. The NBA knows right now who the MVP is.
It's so stupid.
I don't know when they decided to start doing it this way because they used to do it in the first round.
They used to do it all before.
No, they used to do it in the first round.
Right before the
your first home game. Your first home game would be when you would get your award.
Yeah.
Now
where we got the real MVP speech. Like,
Like,
why'd they stop doing this?
I don't know.
I hate that every week there's an award announcement.
Like,
Just do it
knock
all.
them all out, or have a show. Like, have a
They
show
used to
the
have the
night
NBA
before.
honors.
That's
Well, then
they're
everybody
just trying to
trashed it.
keep the ratings.
Yeah, everybody, they tried to do the NBA honors, and then everybody trashed it. And Barkley said something on a hot mic or something like to Bill Russell or something,
Yeah.
and they just said, "Nah."
Oh no, Bill Russell gave him the finger on the TV.
Yeah. So they trashed it. So now we get this because everybody complains.
Just do everything at once. Do the all NBA teams throughout the playoff. Give me all the awards at once.
39-17 in the third quarter, Anthony. It was a 2-point game, and now it's not. and now it's not.
Fucking crazy.
So this is a heartbreaking. This is a tough loss. Golden State, because they're gonna mess around and get packed up in Game 5, and Steph's gonna be healthy like 2 days later.
I don't even think he's healthy. I don't even I think we're trying to get him to come back, and he probably isn't really ready.
Yeah, they're definitely rushing him to decoy.
Yeah.
Hamstrings are such a touchy thing.
Yeah.
He's gonna be out there and he's not gonna be able to move at all.
Yeah,
or he's gonna be laboring.
Wrong move. He's gonna be out.
Yeah. To be fair, I thought Minnesota was winning anyway. So it doesn't really change all that much for me.
Steph changes this series.
No, he does, but I still would have thought Minnesota would have won this series.
Like losing Steph, that's the
big
second they lost,
bullet.
I was like, oh yeah, this series is done.
But to Anthony's point, I don't know if Steph changes the way Julius Randle's playing, because Julius is playing out of his mind right now.
No, but
Yes,
replace the 20-point deficit
stop.
they are with 20 points of his own.
Well, shout out to Kuminga. Kuminga's been balling since Steph went down.
Kuminga's playing in spite of Steve Kerr right now because Steve
Kerr is out. They have to like release that hostage. Like they have to release him.
That's not happening.
Kuminga is a way better player. Like, because I would be screaming like, go in the game. No, you said I stink, right? So no, I'm supposed to be warming the bench. Nah, I'm gonna sit right here, coach.
Suspended without pay and subordination.
Void of contract.
Like,
out the league.
This week I can
Conduct
play.
detrimental.
This week I can play. Next week I can't play. This week I'm good.
Yeah, Butler has to be doing better. There's 12 points. That's just not good enough.
Like, they're gonna lose. Like, Jimmy plays like this again, you can wrap it up. It is over.
They're banged up.
Yeah,
they are banged up. Jimmy is hurt. I understand that. I still need more than 12.
I mean, damn it, everyone's hurt at this point, man. Like, if you're on the court, you're playing. Can't be worried about being hurt if you're on the court.
I need more than 12 though. Like, I can give him grace.
Yeah,
but 12 ain't it.
12. No, yeah, 12. I need at least 18, 20 from Butler right now. At least 20, man.
Gotta give 20. You gotta give 20.
I don't know where that statement came from. I don't agree with that. If you're on the court, you're playing. If a guy is out there to give his team a chance and you're injured, you're just trying to give your team a chance. You can't expect top performance from these guys. 20 points for Butler on this team is top performance. 20 points to 30 points is top performance, and he's injured, so you got to expect 14 and lower. Like, I don't agree with that.
The problem is he's taking minutes from somebody who could be giving you 100% when he's not able to.
Then they need to stagger. That's coaching. That doesn't have anything.
It is coaching, but again, I'm a big proponent of if you're hurt, don't play.
you gotta go out there and try to give your team a chance, because then if he's not out there, then then what do you have?
But then it's also like you're doing the decoy thing, and if you're gonna sit out there and try to be a decoy, don't fucking play.
But it's not even about the decoy. You're not happy with the performance he's giving you, even though he's out there. If he's out there and he's not playing a decoy and he's giving this all, and he's giving you 15 points. I mean, what do you? I don't get it. I just don't agree with that. If you're
The problem
out there,
is when you're a star and you're playing, you're expected to, whether you're hurt or not, to be a star.
I think it depends on the player.
Because I know if Steph Curry's playing, I'm expecting Steph Curry.
That's you need to be out there, and if you somehow overachieve, then you overachieve. Like Jordan's flu game, people are expecting him to be sick.
You mean the food poison game?
Food poison, whatever you want to call it. People are expecting him out there to be sick and be less than himself. And for him to go out there and give 30 for whatever the score points was. What was the amount?
I don't know, but you're in the ballpark. But that also is like kind of bullshit.
No, but like, all right, for instance, right? If like for instance, Willis Reed come out the tunnel, right? Are you expecting him to be Willis Reed, or are you expecting him to give you the 6 points he gave you, or the 4 points?
I expect you, if you're going to be on the court, to give me what you are.
Exactly.
So,
you expect
Willis Reed is coming out in the wheelchair. I expect Willis Reed to be Willis Reed when he comes back on the court.
That's not.
Paul Pierce gets wheeled out on the wheelchair. I expect if Paul Pierce can come out and play, he's going to come out and play.
He's also a fucking liar.
He's also a piece of shit liar too.
Also a liar.
But still, if you're gonna come back, I expect you to be at the peak. I expect you to be you. If you're laboring, then you got to sit. I'm gonna trust you to come out and be you.
That's not fair. That's not fair, because then if you it's not fair, because you're calling for someone that's 100% ready but not ready for the moment. Then what you get?
If you can't go out there and give me your 100%,
no, answer my question
first.
Answer my question first. If I'm taking away from someone that's 100% that you put in this moment that's not ready for this moment, then what do you get?
The only way you're going to find out if somebody's ready for the moment is if you put them in and see if they're ready for the moment. Because then what happens if the person who's not 100% goes in, who is ready for the moment but can't perform in that moment because he's not 100%? Then you're in the same predicament. It's a damned if you do, damned if you don't.
So then it has to be the same way on both sides. If it's damned if you do, damned if you don't, you have to be understanding.
You absolutely have to be understanding. But at that point, I think it's on the coach to be like, hey, I'm going to sit you for X amount of minutes, put this guy in who could give me that 100% right now, and then see. You have to go about that way. And then, okay, they're not. How much can you give me right now? Because this other option is not my option. It's not a good option. So I need you.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where it's up to, you have to figure it out. That's the coaching part of it. But you have to have a guy on your bench. The Warriors had a guy on their bench who was like, hey, I gotta go. Can you give me something?
It just reminds me of the Grant Hill game that ended his career. Because if he goes out there and plays on that broken foot, trying to give his all. Because who they have on the bench to bring in other than him? They don't got fucking nobody ready for that moment. Nobody. 100% or not, they have fucking nobody. So he goes out there and he tries to give all that he can. They still lose, and his career is never the same.
And that's up to the coach to protect the player from himself.
Yeah.
Because there's some things that are bigger than basketball, like your health, right? It's the James Harden injury. James Harden comes in with the hamstring. He's out. He comes back, and he is not even remotely close to himself. He can't move at all. Why are you playing?
It's the Kevin Durant situation.
You can't, you should not be on the court. I know we don't have a ton of guys, but you're hurting us being on the court.
But I think y'all have moved it, and y'all are arguing about something different though, because
Mhm.
y'all are arguing now about whether or not said player should play. That's different from what are the standards that we're holding said injured player to. That's what the argument is.
I'm
What are
gonna
we
continue to
holding
hold-
that player to?
I'm going to continue to hold the player to the standards that they've set unless you just can't play. And then it's like, okay, if you can't give me that, then we have to explore another option. Because if you're there, I'm expecting you to give me what Jimmy gives me.
So then when they don't, are you saying that they're playing bad, or are you
No.
blaming the injury?
I'm blaming the injury. And it's just like, you can't give me what I'm giving you right now. What I need from you, I got to take you out.
Then I feel like you're agreeing with James.
Yeah.
But I'm not okay with the outcome. Because James is saying you have to, if he's hurt and he's playing, I have to be okay with the
You have to
12
be like
instead of 20.
What?
You don't
what
have
else?
to be.
Because then what
Because
else
then
are you doing?
that's why I'm going to sit him. Because I'm not happy with it.
All right.
That's why I say I want to look at another option because I'm not happy with it.
Yeah, I just think the my argument is the expectation. I think the expectation has to be lowered. You can't not ask for a player to give you what you're expecting to give him with him not being at his highest. What are you talking about, Mike? What's going on, Mike?
I hear you, James. I'm listening to you. Rudy Gobert just went up for a layup, and Draymond tried to block it, and I'm going to assume that he just missed. But boy, did that swipe get awfully close to the neck.
Listen, it would be the first time
That got awfully close.
It would be the first time Draymond put Rudy Gobert in the fucking Taz mission.
Like, I understand that Rudy's like 7'3", so like it's a big reach for Draymond to try to go for that block, but that he missed, and all he landed on was he swiped down at Rudy's neck.
Shout out to Steve Kerr running an offense through Draymond Green.
I mean, it's 8 minutes left. We down 20.
We're gonna make Draymond Green the primary scorer on this offense right now.
Shout out to Chris Finch for saying, "Heard you. We're gonna run our offense through Rudy Gobert." Oh boy, crazy. Because not the Rudy versus Draymond battle going on right now. You know this game is over.
Get your lick back. Get your lick back, Rudy. Get your lick back.
If he wanted to get his lick back, he'd punch Draymond in the face. That's what he'd do.
Nah.
Oh my God. Yo, did you just see that? Yo, you can't never. Draymond's never gonna beat the dirty player allegation. Never.
Nah, never.
He put Rudy on his ass.
Never. Like, yo.
And Rudy just soft. He's just gonna let it happen.
We're playing tough today, huh?
See, Draymond, mon ami.
Oh my God.
What, did you push me on Pepes?
Like, Rudy, push him or something. Like, damn.
Rudy needs never mind, let me not. I was about to say Rudy needs to hit fucking Draymond with the elbow Cat hit Horford with.
Oh yeah, the spin.
He said, "I'm sick and tired of you, Theo." Fucking here's his elbow, bang.
Al Horford's out there speaking Spanish to Cat, and Cat doesn't know anything he's saying.
And Cat's just like, "Oh my God, I don't know what you're saying."
God,
That's
Cat
how I
is
felt
soft.
about Cat during the World Cup or the Olympics when he's playing on the Dominican Republic team. I'm like, you have no idea what any of these motherfuckers are saying right now,
You don't
Cat.
know what they do. No
You got
clue.
no clue. You're out. You're sitting in the locker room with Google Translate, trying to relate to these dudes.
Just clapping at them. Give me the ball. Clap. 2 claps mean pass, 1 clap
Out in the
means
first round.
Goodness.
Out in the first round.
Goodness. But again, shout out to Cat because he played tonight. Will he
Yes,
play
he
like
did.
that in Boston? I hope so. Because I'm with Anthony. Knicks need to close this out. Like, it's not
They
messing
do.
around. Not messing around with these dudes.
Try to get some
Because
rest.
yes, job's not finished, but at the same time, I am doing a little bit of screen watching on the Indiana series. The last thing I want is them closing out Cleveland, and then we let Boston have that motivational Game 5 win, and now we're looking at a Game 6.
Where
That's the last thing I need.
because and that's going to lead me to my final point tonight was something that Charles Barkley said that Indiana has to win Game 5 because if they let Cleveland get to a Game 6, changes everything because it puts a lot of pressure on Indiana for Game 6. And I would say the same thing for the Knicks. Do the Knicks have to win Game 5? Because, like you said, if Boston wins Game 5, that now, like we were hyping tonight up, if Boston wins Game 5, Game 6 is now the biggest Knick home game in 25 years.
I think
It
it's
is.
a different
It shouldn't
dynamic.
be.
I think it's a
I
different
think it's
dynamic.
worse. I think it's worse if we
difference.
lose Game 5 than if Indy loses.
Yeah. I think it's different for the Knicks because the Knicks have a lot riding on it, and we are a team that plays off of momentum. That series, on the other hand, is like if they squeak out a game, if they squeak out a win the next game, I don't think it behooves me to say that they're gonna blow them out the next game because that's just how that series has gone. With us, we've been down this whole series and we just happen to outplay them or out muscle them at the end, So it wouldn't be surprising to me if we was to lose the next game because they'll be riding off of trying to get one for Tatum, and then if they get one, then they think they can get the next, and then the next. But the Cavs series, that series is kind of already over mentally and emotionally because they're beat up. They've lost close games. They've lost by big margins, and they're just looking to extend their series, not win.
So you think Boston is still trying to win as opposed to Cleveland is just trying to get to one more game?
Yeah, especially if Mitchell was hurt. Like, if Mitchell was
They're
hurt,
saying it's a game time decision.
yeah, if he misses the next game, like, come on, that series is done. Versus here with Tatum, if they confirm it, which we all think that it's an Achilles injury, if and when they confirm it tomorrow, they still have enough bodies to still put up points to make this a competitive game, especially if they find a way to play without Tatum on the court.
Because remember, Boston's still a good team without Tatum. They have shooters.
Now, granted, yeah, they've needed them though. They've needed them, but if they figure out a way, that's gonna put us on the hot seat, especially going back home because we haven't been playing well at home. That's my issue. That's why I'm saying it because the Knicks haven't played well home. If they lose on the road when they've been winning on the road the whole playoffs, then that puts the pressure back on us. But I could be wrong, and I hope I am wrong.
And I hear you. I don't know because I think Indiana, there would be a lot of pressure on Indiana to win that Game 6 at home if they lose. Like I think I really wouldn't be surprised if Cleveland won tomorrow because I feel like Indiana's gonna just kind of be like, whatever, we're just gonna beat y'all when we get to Indiana anyway. Because Indiana, correct me if I'm wrong, they've only lost once at home in the playoffs, and that was the last game. Like they have been very good at home. So
The only thing I say, it's different when you're up 3-1, but 2 of the final 3 games are away from your home court. Like, it's a little bit different because it's kind of like I still think the pressure is on Indiana to win Game 5. Because then you switch it to a Game 6. Then it's like, oh shit, we kind of need to win this and close it out at home because now we don't do that. Now it's okay. All the momentum's back in Cleveland's favor, and now we have to go back into their building for a Game 7, and that's where things can get a little tricky.
I feel that. I definitely feel that.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna find out. It's gonna be a fun next 24, 48 hours. I know New York is insane right now.
Yeah, it's insane. I just saw a tweet that said that the fire department was playing into the riots right now. I said the fire trucks were celebrating with Knicks fans right now. So like this.
Oh my god! Somebody tell these guys go home. The job's not finished, man.
Only round 2.
Go home. It's not. Job is not finished.
2.
You guys literally celebrate after every game, Anthony. Every game.
I know. I know we are. It's just let's finish this, man. Like 3-1. I don't care for 3-1. I just want to win this series. I'm not here for no Tatum motivation game. Fuck all that. Let's close it out in Game 5. I'm good.
What you did?
Hit that like, share, subscribe button. Hit that notification button. Catch us on Post Game Live. You know what it is. At this point, we're on after the games. Now, I will probably not be here for Game 5.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going to South Carolina for a wedding on Thursday, and I'm
Like
flying
always in South Carolina.
And I'm flying out. I'm flying out Wednesday. I'm not happy about it, but I have to fly out Wednesday. So I'm more than likely going to be in the air watching the game, which suits. So Anthony, you're never in the chat. I'm going to literally be in the air.
You're not going to see much of that game, Mike. You're going to see probably 5 minutes of that game.
Yeah.
Before
Who
you hit.
flying? Who you flying?
I don't want to say that on air.
I know the answer to that. You're not watching that game.
No.
You ain't.
You gonna miss the NFL schedule release too, man.
I don't think about that shit. I hate.
Well, you need to know when your Thursday night game is, man.
I hate that the NFL makes this a thing. Like, I don't need a whole TV broadcast. Like,
just release my schedule.
It's a press release.
Just
like,
tell me what I'm playing.
That's it. Like, okay, like,
tell me what I'm
all
playing.
right. I know when we're playing. They still don't play for another 4 months. Like, okay,
they already got it fucked up. They already did. I don't want to see no Broncos and Chiefs on Christmas. Fuck all that.
You're such a. I know that's like your worst nightmare, but could be worse. Could be you getting stomped out on Christmas. Could be you.
Didn't he have Thanksgiving last year?
Yep.
No, it was Black Friday.
Black Friday.
Black Friday has
Black
claimed
Friday.
both of y'all in consecutive years.
Don't worry, you're next.
Claimed both of y'all.
You're next.
It's only right.
They're gonna say, "Hey, Black Friday, Tennessee. You know he got Hurston. You guys gonna get
Hurston.
The bird of a spurt.
Hurston's crazy.
Hurston's
crazy. But I don't care. Like, whatever. Who cares? Like Anthony said, I already know Tennessee's going to have like 2 national games. We'll get an extra one because we have Cam. So
I hope I have none.
Everyone gets one.
Well, at least the Jets ain't having 6 televised games.
I'm going to have Thursday. Thursday will count as the prime time. I don't want none of that shit.
That's how Tennessee.
I want none of that shit. Give me nothing but one games all year.
I'm gonna definitely like. I'm guessing that Tennessee's primetime game will be when we play one of the Houston games because they're gonna put CJ and Cam on national TV probably early. Well, not early, actually, probably mid-season.
Yeah,
mid-season.
Get all the AFC South bullshit out of the way.
I don't know who wants to watch the Jaguars, but
I'm in.
I wouldn't say that, Mike.
Travis Hunter.
I would want to watch.
They'll try to put Travis Hunter on something, but
I am intrigued.
I could see the Jaguars getting a Monday night game.
That would be outrageous. Like they and Tennessee will probably get that too because we got that last year. That random double header Monday night.
Oh yeah, it was like you guys and the Dolphins. That boring ass game.
They put us over there somewhere while the Lions were playing on Monday Night Football.
That Dolphins game where they had fucking Snoop Huntley and fucking Mason Rudolph playing.
Mason Rudolph. Oh,
same
God.
time as the Vikings and the fucking Lions. Wow.
Oh.
Nasty.
NFL did what they were doing.
Nasty,
Is that just put that shit on? Oh no. Just horrendous. Just get the season over with. I'm so sick of it already. I want this season done with. It hasn't even started.
Yeah, join us. We'll be back. Hopefully, we'll be ringing the bell.
Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
And yeah, we are out of here, man.
Mike's gonna be on the plane having a fucking panic attack because he's not knowing what's going on.
I will take a Benadryl and go to sleep.
The second he lands, he's like, "Put on my shirt. I gotta fucking see. I gotta see what."
So yes, go New York, go New York, go.